Okay, guys, shall we get started? So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining our Google Conversational Agents, formerly called as Dialogflow CX training program module 1 demo. We really appreciate you for joining this session. So, only thing, please feel free to note down all your questions and ask them once we are done with this demo. That way, we can, the flow will not get interrupted. Okay. So about us, uh, I am SK, and there are two other trainers, KK and Sid. So we are a group of professionals. We put together this content, we put together this Google Conversational Agents content. So we have a decade years of experience in Cisco UCCE, Cisco WebEx, and Genesis Cloud. Now we are working more on Google, uh, whereas other two uh, trainers, even they have decade years of experience. They are more into development. So, okay. So now let's get started. Who will benefit from this training? So freshers, IT managers, and leaders, business analysts, IVS specialists, and project or product managers looking to explore the contact center domain with AI capabilities, as well as professionals with experience on on-premise and CCaaS platforms like Genesis Cloud, Amazon Connect 5.9, and Cisco WebEx CC. So you can, all these people, they can gain significant value from learning Google conversational agents. So its advanced AI features, it empowers the development of personalized, scalable, and efficient chat and voice-based solutions, ultimately improving customer experience, streaming operations, and reducing cost for organization. So, okay. So before we talk about Dialogflow CX, all that, let's try to understand a bank, a simple bank IVR flow without voice or chatbot. So, like, imagine a customer calling into a bank helpline to block their debit card. They would have to navigate through multiple IVR menus, right? So basically, as soon as the customer calls in, they hear, "Thank you for calling ABC Bank. Press 1 for debit card, press 2 for credit card," and so on. The customer would have to make several DTMF selections here. If in case, if something goes wrong along the way, in the sense, instead of selecting option 2 for credit card, he might have selected option 1. Then again, he have to go over all over again, right? It's a time consuming and very frustrating, isn't it? So what if the customer don't have to go through all these predefined menus, and he can simply say, I want to, I have issue with, I want to block my credit card. So that's the beauty of Dialogflow CX. So no more predefined menus. Uh, I mean, you can simply say, I want to block my credit card, and then that request will be taken care uh, using conversational agents, formerly called as Dialogflow CX. So before we proceed, uh, we'll see what is Dialogflow CX, all that. Let's understand the basic, what is chatbot and voicebot. So chatbot is an AI programmed designed to simulate human-like conversation through text interactions. So imagine, let's say if you visit a bank website, as soon as on the right-hand side or bottom or top corner, a chat widget will pop up, and then it will say, "Hey, I'm ABC Bank bot. I can help you with credit card, debit card, and more." And then you start interacting with it, right? So that is a chat bot. And what is a voice bot? So voice bot is a AI powered voice assistant designed to assist customers with various banking or any other industries, not only banking, like across all industries through voice interaction. That means it's just that you're adding voice to the chatbot. Like imagine if you call any bank, what typically if you call any bank these days, since customers have adopted AI, you are most likely interacting with bot at the beginning. It will help you through, it will try to resolve your issue. If in case the bot cannot resolve your issue, then it will hand off or escalate that call to a human live agent. So that is typically voice bot. So when you call any bank, ABC bank, that ABC bank or ABC like retail bot, whatever it is, that will be interacting with you first. It will say, "Hey, I'm ABC bank bot. I can help you with the debit card, credit card, etc. How can I help you today?" And then back and forth, the conversation will take place. And at any point of time, if the bot cannot answer, bot will hand off that call to the human live agent. Okay. Now, now we got some idea about what is uh, voice bot and chatbot. Let's see the bot architecture. So we'll take the same example, a customer calling a bank helpline. When a customer calls bank helpline, typically he would say, the bot will immediately say, "Hey, I am ABC bank bot. I can help you with the debit card, credit card, loans, and more." Okay. So here the bot has greeted the customer, and then immediately the customer will say, "I want to block my credit card." Okay. So that is a voice. If you see, this is a voice. So what this bot does, it will use speech to text. This is a speech to text technology which will translate your spoken voice into text. Okay, it will because bot understands only text. So if you take any LLM models or bot, I mean all these uh, they understand text. So first thing what bot does is it will translate that spoken text into text, a spoken voice into text. Then the bot uses this text, whatever the translated text, it will use this text input uh, to understand the customer intention. So now the customer intention is he wants to block the credit card. So if customer wants to block the debit card, that is the customer, his intention is to block the credit card. So how this bot understands he wants to block debit card, credit card? By using NLU. So NLU is a natural language understanding. So it is a system which will process and interpret human language by identifying intent. So here it understands the intent. How it will understand intent? Basically by using uh, like dates, names, locations, all that. I mean, and let's make it simple. Let understand NLU is nothing but the computers, they use NLU to understand what you are requesting. Okay, so NLU is a model. It will try to understand what you are saying. So now the using NLU, the bot understood customer's intention is to block the credit card. Okay. So now in order to block the credit card, what bot has to do? So next step is bot have to ask the customer's credit card number, right? That is the next follow-up question it has to ask. So that is nothing but a, so using response builder, it will create a response. That response is, "Hey, in order to proceed further, I want to know your credit card number." So that is a response ready. The using response builder, the response has been, now response is ready. That response is, "I want to, in order to proceed further, I want to know your credit card." Now it has to reach to the customer. But if you see the bot, now everything is in test. So there should be some technology which should translate the text to voice. So that is nothing but the TTS. Text to speech is a technology that converts written text into spoken words. So bot will use this text to speech technology to convert spoken written text into spoken words, and then it will play back to the customer. So now the customer hears, "Hey, in order to process further, I need to know your credit card. So back and forth, the conversation will take place. So until at some point, the customer will provide the SSN number or basic authentication details, and then his credit card number will get blocked, and then they will issue a new credit card. So the back and forth conversion take place. So this is a basic voice bot architecture. Same way, if you take about chat, let's say you visited a bank website, and then you launched chat widget has opened a web chat widget, and then you are chatting with a ABC bank bot, and you want to block the credit card. So it's a plain text here, it's not voice. So bot will not use STT, speech to text technology, or TTS. It will simply, since it is a since it's a plain text, it will bot will directly use NLU, natural language understanding, to understand why customer is reaching to me. So why customer is reaching to this chatbot? Because he wants to block his credit card. So using NLU, it understood, okay, customer wants to block his credit card. Now it will bot will use response builder. It will create a response in order to process further. I want to know your credit card. So, and then the response will be sent directly back to the customer, and then back and forth, the chat conversation will take place, and then customer request will get completed. Okay. So the only difference is when you are adding voice, when you are using STT and TTS, that's when it becomes voice. And then whereas it's a plain, if you are not using STT and TTS, it's a plain chat. Okay, that's it. This is the bot architecture for a voice bot architecture as well as chatbot architecture. Okay. Now, now that we have seen the bot architecture, let's understand the evolution from rule-based bots to advanced AI-driven solution. So in the back in days, we had rule-based bots. So rule-based bots are typically uh, you will give the you will give predefined question and answer. So if you ask that particular question, the bot will respond. Let's say, what is the store open hours? And then bot will respond, store is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. If in case a customer asks, uh, instead of what is the store open hours, if customer says, hey, are you what time? I mean, are you open? So if they ask in a different way, then bot will may not be able to understand, because this is a rule-based bot. So basically, it's a predefined question and answers. Then the next uh, era, it is AI-driven bots, where NLP has been introduced. So using NLP, it's a natural language processing. So even though if a customer asks what is a store open hours, or what store open hours, or what is your open hours, or what time your store will open and what time your store will close, or else if they say, hey, are you open on weekends? So customer might be asking the bot in different phrases, but still bot understands, okay, customer is asking about the store open hours because of the NLU, and then it will respond to the customer accordingly. So after that, the next we have the Google Dialogflow CX, which is the advanced conversational AI platform, which using conversational AI, typically called, formally called Dialogflow CX, we can build complex bots. So with the Dialogflow CX, basically, uh, what you can do, it has it is smart enough. It's not only it's a rule-based bots. It's rule-based bots plus NLP plus there are some advanced features like context management, even multi-turn. Using all these features, Dialogflow CX is capable of building complex bots. One moment, guys. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Sorry, there was issue with the PPT. So, now the evolution of bots, if you see from rule-based bots to advanced AI-driven, the first is the rule-based, where the bot.
Srini, sorry to cut you off. Are you
Yeah,
sharing the screen?
am I not sharing?
Oh, you may not share. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'll go back to this topic again. There is an issue with the PPT. Okay, so if you see the evolution from rule-based bots to advanced AI-driven solution, so the first is the rule-based bots. As I said, it's a predefined question and answers. You will give the predefined question and answer, and then the bot, if you ask bot what are store open hours, it's gonna say our store is opens at 9 a.m. and closes by 5 p.m. Okay. If you ask, you know, in a different way, like when do you open, the bot will not be able to understand, and it won't respond because it doesn't have the capability of understanding, human what what typically they're asking. It's basically like a rule based. You have to you have to provide the predefined question and answers. Next era is AI driven, where it is NLP based. With the introduction of NLP and machine learning, now bot has become smarter. So if you customer asks what are your store open hours, or if customer say when do you open, or if a customer say when you can you tell me if you're open on weekend, the bot understands that customer is asking about the store open hours, and then it will respond. The response will be like, my store opens on 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, so these bots typically use natural language processing to understand the meaning why what you are saying. Okay, they can recognize your even though NLP is more capable of understanding you, they can recognize your variations in language, slang, and incomplete sentences. Okay. Now, next comes is advanced conversational AI solution, which is uh, conversational agents, formerly called as Dialogflow CX. So this is a next generation conversational AI platform by Google, designed to create complex, dynamic, and scalable virtual agents. Uh, so it not only uses, it's a combination of rule-based bots plus NLP plus advanced key features. There are so many advanced key features, which is flow-based model, multi-turn, advanced context management, and then uh, advanced NLU and interoperability. Using all this, you can create a complex bot. Okay, so let's understand what is flow-based. So flow-based model is nothing but uh, if you are coming from contact center background, whenever you if you are developing a call flow, if you're developing an IVR flow, so you will have a starting welcome menu, and then the main menu, like it says credit card, one for credit card, two for debit card, three for loan, right? So here in the flow based model, Google, uh, so basically it goes by flow, in the sense starting it will have uh, I'll just show you around how this flow based looks like. Yeah, so this is a flow based model they're talking about. So in the this start page, and then you have first, whenever a customer calls into any bank or retail.
Sorry, we are not able to see actually. We are still seeing the slide.
Oh, sorry, one moment. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is an interface of Dialogflow CX, and while I'm talking about the flow-based model, so this is how a flow looks like. In the sense, start page. So and then you have first thing whenever a customer calls in, what do? You check the customer availability hours, right? And then if it is out of office, closed hours, all that, and then it goes all the way. It goes down to the branches. Okay, this is more like a flow-based model. You you will have a better view and then control what is happening around this bot. Even though the bot can be how complex, still you can pretty well have a very good visual image like what is happening. You will have a better control if you compare to any other bot platform where you are building bot. Since it's a flow-based model, it's easy for a developer point of view to see. Even not only for developer, even for a client perspective, they can come and see on the main page. Okay, the flow starts here, and then it goes to branching out to uh, the the endpoint, to which endpoint the flow is flowing through. Okay, and that is about flow-based model. And then if you talk about another feature, which is multi-turn. So for suppose if you want to book a flight, uh, I mean, if you want to book a flight and you are interacting with a bot, and let's say the bot, if he's asking you, okay, I can help you with that, provide your, uh, from where you are traveling to and to which location you are traveling to, and then if it is asking you date, and then how many passengers, and it is asking, do I need to add any snacks? If it is asking all these questions at once, it's very difficult for a customer to remember all those questions and then answer everything at once. So instead of that, what if a feature available where it asks, okay, I can help you with that, tell me your from where you are traveling to, and then after that it asks destination location. After that, if it asks for number of passengers, and then after that it asks for, do you want to add any you know food items, something like that. Are you looking for economy or class? So if it is happening in a multi-turn, it's easy for customer. I mean, customer will have a better experience, and then they feel the experience would be better when you have something like multi-turn conversation. And then what is advanced context management? So the same example, if you take I want to book a flight. So in the beginning, the customer will provide, at each turn he will be providing from location, destination, and then number of passengers, and then he will say economy or like economy or standard. Now after that, what it will do, it will gather all this information. It will remember the context. The context is customer want to book a flight, and then after receiving all these information from multi-turn, it will use this information and book a flight for the customer. Okay, so that is the advanced context management. In the sense, one more example I can say is about pizza. Let's say if you visit a pizza shop, in the beginning you will say, hey, I want two pizzas, one with double cheese, one with no cheese. After a minute, you called waiter. You said, "Hey, I want to add mushrooms to both the pizzas." Okay. So now the waiter will not be asking uh, if there is no context. The waiter again he will ask, "Sir, where to add those? You are telling me to add mushrooms. Which pizzas I should add?" Without context. Whereas if the waiter remembers the context, then he will say, okay, sir, I understood that you have ordered double cheese pizza and then no cheese pizza. So you want to add the mushrooms. So that's a beauty. Like it understands the context, and then once so since it's understand the context management is advanced context management, the switching between topic to topic, and then when the conversation when you interact with the bot, after giving all this information in multi-turn, the bot understands your overall context, why you contacted and what all information you provided, and then it will uh, complete your task. Why you interacted with bot, If you are interacting with a bot to place on pizza order, it will help you with that. Or if you interacted with bot to book a flight, it will complete that request using this multi-turn and advanced context management. And then we have discussed about NLU, so natural language understanding. Uh, as I discussed, this using this, it understands what customer is saying. Okay, and then interoperability. So if you see uh, Google conversational agents, formerly called Dialogflow CX, it is pretty much you can integrate with any other CCAS platforms. So if you see, when Google were developing this product, this Dialogflow CX, conversational agents, formerly called Dialogflow CX, when they're developing this product, they kept all the major CCAS platforms in mind, and their main goal is to uh, make use of their product to add AI capabilities to the existing contact center. So keeping this in mind, they have developed this product. So even though Google have its own CCAS platform, which came later, but their main intention is they want to make sure all the major CCAS platforms use their uh, CCAI, I mean, contact center artificial intelligence. They want to make sure people use this. Uh, they want to use this platform and add the AI capabilities to the CCAS platform. That is their main motto. Okay, so they have invested so much in this, and that is the reason. If you see, uh, even if you talk about Cisco WebEx CC or Genesis, like 6 months ago, people were, customers were uh, approaching for Google to add AI capabilities to their existing CCAS. Even now, if you see, all of the major CCAS platforms, even they came up with their own AI capabilities. But let's see uh, why we should choose. Uh, 1 minute, guys. I'm just switching between this PPT. Now we'll understand why should customer or choose Google over other platforms. Okay, let's understand that. Okay, first is, why should we learn Google conversational agents, Dialogflow CX, and then why customers are actually interested in choosing Google. uh, why they're choosing Google. I mean, in the past 1.5 year, I have started working on Google projects, and then my uh, other two peers, they are into chat IVR and chatbot development from quite almost a decade. They are more of a developers, I would say. I am coming from more of a CCAS guy, like Cisco UCC, and then Cisco UC, and then WebEx CC, and then Genesis Cloud. Now I started my journey with Google now. Okay, so now if you see, I mean, in the beginning, we have done so many demos, all this to the customers. Now, in the past 1.5 year, I myself have seen, like, we have delivered 4 successful projects to the customer. And then even if you see our peers, even they have delivered successfully, like, close to 6 or 7 projects. And then so many RFPs are in pipeline. The reason behind that, let's understand why customer is showing a lot of interest in choosing Google. Okay, one is multi-turn. As I said, uh, multi-turn is all about, it will ask, what, let's say if you want to book a flight, it will ask whatever information it requires in step by step. First, it will ask for the source, and then destination, and then a date, number of passengers, and then type. You want economical or a standard. So once it gathers all the information in multi-turn, then it will book a ticket for you. And then what we have discussed about advanced context management. So if you see what is advanced context management, after gathering all this information, it remembers the context, overall context, and then using that, it will help you to complete the request. Okay, it will remember the overall context. So even after, imagine if there is no context management is doesn't exist, then you are providing your flight information source, from where you want to travel to, from where you want to travel to, and then to which location you want to travel, and then how many passengers. After giving how many passengers you want to travel with, and then you want economical standard. After giving all this information, if there is no context, then the bot will get lost. Since the context management is, this feature is available, bot knows customer has reached out to me to book a flight. So now I will use all this information to help him to book a flight. Okay. And then NLU, if you remember guys, over the decades, like if you are looking for any answer, we always look up to Google. We always go to Google and say, hey, I'm looking for this information, that information. So Google have vast data. Basically, you will find answers, all answers from the Google, because it has that vast data from decades. So using all this information, they developed their NLU. Okay, the NLU in the sense natural language understanding, basically to understand human, like what we are speaking or what we are asking. So how a computer understand, because Google is there from decades. And then if you see typical person, they will be asking, the answer could be the same, but uh, there are hundred of users, they'll be asking Google search, they'll go to Google search and type, hey, I want to book a flight, book me a flight. There are different ways, right? They'll put together. There are different phrases they put together. So using all this information, Google have developed a strong NLU. It understands the human very efficiently. Even if they're, if they're using some grammatical mistakes, or even while talking with the bot which we create using conversation agent, even if they're using accents, I mean, if they're using a slang, or if they're using some medical or health or key terminologies, or if they're calling from a noisy background, like, you know, it understands. It understands why the customer has reached out to me. Okay, using this NLU, the bot understands why customer has reached out to me. Okay, and also multiple language. If you see, there are other CLS platforms, with AI capabilities are available, but they don't support multiple languages. As I said, Google have developed this product keeping in mind, uh, to basically keeping in mind that they want all the CCAS platforms make use of their service. And since it's a global player, it supports, even everybody knows it supports, even if we are using Google Translator from years, right? I mean, if somebody wants to talk to Chinese person, all that, we always use our Google Translator. So it supports multiple languages. And then automatic language switch. Okay, let's say if somebody is chatting in maybe Spanish language, some other language. If you take other CCAS platform with AI capabilities, you need some third-party tool. Basically, the scenario is like this. Uh, you have only 5 agents who knows only English, but the customers who are interacting with your bot, they are from uh, one from, let's say, USA and one from Germany. Okay, so if a German agent is texting in German, right? So there should be something which should translate to English, and then so that the person, agent who knows English, can easily respond back. Again, it should translate to German, right? So this is possible in automatic language switch. It's part of Google. I mean, it is part of this solution. Whereas if you take other CCAS platform with AI capabilities, you have to you have to look for the third party, where I think what is that called? Lang something. There is a third party app. So other CCAS platforms, if you are using, you have to go with the third party platform that will actually, if a customer is chatting in German, it will translate it to English, and then the the agent or bot will, basically agent will again respond back. That will get converted to German, and then back and forth it happens. Okay, but
Language one. The customer name is language blind. That's what is that?
Yes, yeah, language client. Yeah, thanks for, yeah. And then this is one scenario. And then if you see, it add motion to the response. Okay. So if you take any CCAS with AI capability platform, I'm not naming it like Cisco WebEx CC, Genesis Cloud, Amazon. I don't want to name anything. I'm just telling that why customers are choosing. So it add motion to the response. Let's say uh, if a when your customer calls in and say, hey, I want to know my bank balance. Normally, typical bot, how it responds, your balance is $10,000. Okay. So you will feel more like a robotic response. But what Google can do here with this product, the customers here, hi, your balance is $10,000. It will emphasize basically wherever at any while responding, wherever it needs to stress on some particular word, or wherever you need to pause, or wherever it needs to put a break, or wherever it needs to see, sometimes while talking you need to make sure, if you want to insist, let's say you are talking with your manager, you want to highlight something. So what do? You generally tend to you will talk in a normal way, and then some point, if you want to highlight, you will tend to raise your tone, right? So all this is possible with Google while responding, right? I mean, the response, what you get from using this platform, you can emphasize, you can add motion to the response. So which is a great advantage, okay? And then the speech to text. As I said, if you, let's say, if I am calling, for example, I want to book a doctor appointment. Okay. So in order to book a doctor appointment, basically what I will do, I will call a hospital. I will say that receptionist, hey, I have a dental issue. Would you mind booking a doctor appointment? Okay. He will say yes. So since that reception has knowledge about the healthcare and then hospital environment, the reception is able to respond. What if you replace that reception with a bot? Okay. The bot, in that case, when you were calling that hospital, the bot may not understand your key terminologies, and it may not sound like as if you are talking to healthcare receptionist. So what Google came up with, they have some models. All these are phonetic, like phone models, you say, like for medical, for various different industries, they have developed a model. You can use any of these models, so that when you are interacting with that healthcare bot, you will feel that you are interacting with the hospital reception. Or else, let's say, if you're talking with Amazon reception, Amazon bot, or Amazon, or maybe if you are using like Domino's, all that customer service bot, if they have knowledge about that customer service, right, you will feel that, okay, I'm talking to real live agent, I mean real human being. So basically, since they have developed all these speech to text models for all these various industries, you you just need to select that model, and when based on your use case, you will be selecting that. And then, well, when you are interacting with the bot, you feel like you are talking to the response will be very natural. You feel okay, you are talking to healthcare reception, or you are talking to the flight. If you see Indigo customer care, if you call, if you talk, since the customer care agent is having knowledge about that aeroplane industry, all that, they are able to answer all your questions. Like if you're calling Indigo or Lufthansa, all that, they have knowledge about it, they're able to answer your queries. So they have developed this speech to text models for every industry. You just need to use them, so that they understand better what you are asking. And then, even if you are using some key terminologies, like if you say, hey, like while talking to the healthcare, I mean hospital reception, you might be using some key terminologies. I'm having a toothache issue, I'm having like heart problem, or some kind of like a cough problem. All these are typical medical key terminologies. If a normal bot won't be able to understand. So whereas since these models are available, it's just that you need to use that model. It understands what you're talking and then respond back in similar way. Okay. Next is the state machine model. Okay, so I'll talk about I'll give you an example and then we'll talk about the difference. So Google conversational agents Dialogflow CX, it uses a state machine model. Okay, so state machine model is nothing but just understand about traffic signal, red, yellow and green. Okay, at any point of time, if the signal light is green, that means everybody will be ready to go and they will be going. Okay, they'll be crossing the signal. And if the traffic signal light is red, that means everybody will be waiting at the signal line. And then if the signal light is yellow, that means they are ready and then they will move, right? So here the state machine is simple as that. Imagine if you take an example, I'll just talk about one example right now, like telecom. So there is a telecom bot you built. That telecom bot responsibility is it will help customers for mobile recharges and upgrade their mobile plans, and then provide any service outage area information, and the store open hours, the nearest store open hours. So that means it can help with 4 different tasks, right? So imagine, imagine all these are 4 different states, for example. Okay, if you are at any point of time, you will be at one state. The state one is that if you are contacting, if a customer you are contacting the telecom bot, there are 4 states, for example. The state one is you want to explore mobile plans. Okay, that is state one. And then what is state two is basically you are exploring. Second option two is you want to upgrade. You are already having some mobile plan, you want to upgrade. Okay, the state one is you are planning to take in new mobile plan. State two is basically you are looking to upgrade your mobile plan. State 3 is basically you want to know any outage in our area. Okay, for state 4, I would say you want to know about store open hours. Okay, so consider all these are 4 different states. So at any point of time when you are interacting with this bot, you will be at one state. You won't be able to, you will be at one state, and then you will transition to another state based on the your inputs. Okay, so that is state. We'll be discussing more in detail in our training, but just for example, I'm just giving a high level example. So Google conversational agents Dialogflow CX, it uses a state machine model uh, by nature. Okay, this they have developed this platform architecture in such a way that uses state machine model, because to track how this conversation is flowing when a customer is interacting with the bot, how how is he transitioning from one state to another state, and they basically help us to track from how he's transitioning. For example, now the customer have reached out to telecom bot. uh, Initially he started an interaction with the bot. He said, hello, I want to I have existing mobile plan. I'm looking to upgrade my, I'm looking for an upgrade. Okay, this is what customer has requested. Now, the bot using its NLU, it understands customer is looking to, is already existing customer. He wants to upgrade. That means we already, so what bot will do? It will transition to state 2, which is upgrade. In that upgrade, there is set of configuration will be there. So it will, the bot will say, hi sir, I can see you are currently part of uh, standard plan. So uh, we have premium and uh, yeah, we have premium plan. So which will cost you $1,200 something. Okay, so that was the response bot has given to the customer. Now what bot would be expecting? Bot would be expecting the customer will respond back whether to go with the plan. Either he will say yes or no, right? I mean, that's what bot expecting. But the customer, in between, he thought, anyway, since I'm already interacting with this telecom bot, let me ask, uh, like, right now the mobile signal is very less. Let me ask this bot, why is there any service outage in the nearby areas, which is causing mobile signals to be lost. So he asked bot, hey, could you tell me nearby why I'm having less mobile signal? Is there any outage in my area? Okay. If you see, this is a completely different topic. The customer actually interacted with the bot for to upgrade his existing mobile plan. But now in between, he changed to different topic. He's asking bot for a service outage. He wants to know information about service outage. So the bot, it will understand, using NLU, it will understand, okay, customer want to know about service outage. It will provide that information. Hi sir, in your area currently there is a technical issue, we are working on it. It should be restored in next couple of hours. And then again, bot will say, uh, you are so would you like to proceed with the premium plan or not? Okay. And then customer will say, yes, I want to proceed with the premium plan. And then after that, customer will say, also, I want to know the store, New Jersey store open hours. The bot will understand, the customer is asking. Again, this is a different topic. The bot will understand, okay, the customer is asking for store open hours. Again, it will provide that information. If you see, initially customer have interacted, contacted bot for explore about mobile upgrade plans. And between, in the middle of the conversation, the customer have asked bot to tell about the service outage area. Once he's done with, once customer got the information about service outage information, and then after he completed upgrading his mobile plan, he asked one more question, that he wants to know about store open hours. There are three different topics. If you see, uh, there are three different topics, and then all to all those topics, bot have answered question. So if you see the current, I mean, the CCAS platforms with the current AI capabilities, that is possible. Okay. Uh, but for being a developer, you have to add lot of logic, because this is a linear approach. It's called linear approach because if you take either Genesis or anything, you have basically what you're gonna do. You will drag and drop uh, those blocks, and then you will write if else logic, or set participant or get participant some data, so that even when you're moving between the task, in the sense, if you're coming from Cisco UCC background, you will have while building script, you will flow between from the main menu. For example, the same example, if you take, there are three different topics here, right? One is the customer initially interacted telecom bot to upgrade his plans, and then in between, he asked about service outage. That's a different topic. And then after that, he asked about one more topic, that is store open hours. Same thing can be built, but using other CCAS platforms, you have to build lot of logic, and then it will become messy. Imagine, now we have only three topics. What if you have thousand of topics? Like, going forward, they want to, most of the companies are trying to build complex bots, and then so that bot handles everything, and then at some point of time, if they really need to talk to human agent, that's when they want to transfer the call to human agent. So in that cases, uh, the normal CCAS, if they're trying to build complex bots, it will become hectic for them, because when you have hundreds of topic, uh, you know the bot will get confused switching between one topic to another topic, answering this. And remember, after answering this, here if you see Google, uh, by since it has a this state model, it uses state machine model. So it easily can answer, first it has answered mobile upgrade plan, and then in between when customer asked, I want to know service outage, easily it has answered that. Again, it came back to the previous state, and then it asked the customer, okay, would you like to proceed with the premium plan, or because it understands the context, so it has asked that. And they once the customer has finalized the mobile premium mobile plan, then again customer asked one more question, it has answered. So by default it has this state machine model, which is by nature, it is how that platform has been designed. So it can, while building complex bots, it's very easy for a developer to have a complete view. And then while switching between topics, it's very easy for bot to switch between topics and answer your questions. Okay, I know it's a lengthy topic. We are going to explain this more in detail in our live sessions. And then okay, now why people are calling conversational agents? I mean, previously it is called Dialogflow CX. Why it is called conversational agent? Okay, the reason is what Google have done. They, I mean, right now Google Dialogflow CX still exists. Okay, there are customers are still using, but eventually at some point of time they want to uh, call it as conversational agent, because they're adding advanced LLM generative AI features to the Dialogflow CX. Okay, so by adding that, they are calling it as conversational agents. Okay, so if you see, while creating a virtual agent, I mean, we call it as virtual agent, voice bot, chat bot, or conversational AI agent, or conversational agent, we call, there are multiple names. Okay, while creating this or bot, you can call bot also, while creating this using this conversational agent, it will give you two options. I mean, you can either see, if your use case, let's say you have a use case for like this. um, you reached out to, again, let's take a bank bot. You are that bank bot is responsible for providing information about the latest offers, and uh, it will help customer with the credit card and debit card queries. Okay, this is the bot responsible for. You have built a conversational agent. Okay, so now when customer interact with this when customer interact with this bot, if he's looking for hey, I want to know your current bank offers, so here what it will do, we use something called playbook, that is a generative so what this playbook will do, basically it will use the data. It will uh, so behind the scenes you have these LLMs, and you can actually give any data. I mean, you can give this bank data. Let's say you say this playbook, hey, just if somebody is in contact, if somebody is looking for this information, so this is the latest scheme. Use this a PDF file or a Excel file, you can give any data to it, so it will use that data, and then it will respond back to the customer. Okay, so, and again it will use that LLMs, and behind the scenes if you see, it is using Gemini, that strong LLMs behind it. What these playbooks are nothing but, it is generative AI feature which will create response. I mean, it will create response. No, it will generate a response, or else you can give some data and then you can say, hey, use this data and then provide response to the customer. Okay, that is also possible. Whereas if a customer says, I want to block my debit card, then again it will use the Dialogflow CX standard flow based model, where again you will build a, which I showed you before, where you will create a flow. Okay, for credit card one flow, for debit card one flow. Again, you will ask a set of questions, the bot will ask you a set of questions, and then it will get answered. So using this advanced LLM generative AI features like playbooks, data stores, generators, and generative fallback, you can build uh, you know you can build seamless complex conversational agents. It can pretty much do everything. Okay, and then if you see what are generators and generative fallback, for example, uh, we have customer is has interacted with the bot, and they are saying, I want to block my debit card. Okay, uh, I want to block my debit card. He has let's say he has given the incorrect debit card number. Okay, so typically you will have these normal responses, right? The responses are like, sorry, I didn't get that. Those are normal response which are there in the system. You just need to make use of it. But in order to make our conversations more natural, we use generative fallback. So what it does, so based on this, uh, it will use the context and then utterance, and then it will, instead of saying sorry, I didn't understand, I didn't get you, it will uh, respond. It will respond back to the customer more in a more natural way. It will say, sorry, I didn't understand the credit card number you provided. The credit card number you provided is not right. So it will use generative fallback. And what is generators? So generators are nothing but, like, when you are interacting with the bot. Okay, the uh, as I said, there are playbooks. Guys, I mean, this is a demo, so it's a huge concept. We are going to explain all this in detail. So I'm just trying to explain the basics, I mean, on the high level, and then we'll discuss everything in more in detail in our live classroom session. So generators are nothing but, let's say, if a customer is interacted with the bank bot, and they said, hey, uh, I want to know in let's say I want to know about India. Okay, I want to know about which all branches are there. I mean, how many branches are there in India? Okay, uh, so for that, manually you have to, I mean, so you have to configure our bot. Okay, these many branches are there. You will respond back. Okay, but what if you want your bot to generate a response? You don't want to go there and configure. So because see, that bank has branches across the all the cities, so you want to use a generator. So there, what you gonna do, you will tell that you will give a prompt like, hey, you tell them, we have, we have branches across this country. So it will generate a response. It will say, we have branches across this country, and then these many in these particular states, all that. Okay, and then one more use case, if you say, let's say, if somebody, you have designed a bot, and that bot responsibility is to give information about your city. Okay, particular city, or maybe about India or something. Then when customer says, I want to know about India. Okay, so you can sit down and create a, some detailed information, and then you will put it in the bot, so that bot can respond. That is manual way of doing it. Or else you can use this generator. You can say, hey, you are you know you, you are a bot, and I, you are helping information with you are helping information with providing information about this country. So generate a response, and then respond to the customer. So using this generator, you are not creating that response manually. It will automatically generate and provide that information back to you. Okay, for that you will be using some prompt engineering techniques. Okay, so even if you talk about LLMs, right? uh, so from decades, Google, if you see, they have almost everything. They have information about almost everything. So they have developed this LLMs. What is LLMs? Are nothing but large language models, like you can say Gemini AI or ChatGPT. It has everything. You just need to ask your question in appropriate way. You have to ask question. It will give the response back to you, right? So if you see Google LLMs, why they are very powerful? Because they have huge data. Even if some companies, they basically approach Google to get the data. Okay, so now it has become more powerful by adding this generative AI features. They're making use of generative AI features. It has become more powerful now. Okay, I guess we are done with this demo. So feel free to ask if you've got any questions, guys. Hello? Any questions? Or you guys are good?
Yeah, hello. I'm audible. Hello.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, so one question I'm having regarding that generator you explained just now. So if we search anything or want to get data from any of the LLM, if they don't have data, they will give us and make it illusion, right? And same thing if we ask generator to chatbot to generate any reply, and if they like you give an example like branches in India, and if they don't know, or maybe one new branch in open and they don't have, so they and then who is responsible? Then like they don't give the wrong data, right?
You are breaking up very badly. Could you repeat that question again?
Uh, uh, Hello.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I'm asking like, once we search on the LLM, any of the LLM, if they don't have data, they will give you and make an illusion, right? And
Correct.
correct. So then when we ask to chatbot any of the question, if
Correct.
they don't have that, then as you mentioned, generator will make one of the response itself and
Correct.
provide us. So it will
Correct.
happen in the that scenario as well. And in that case, then what is giving wrong data to the customer who is asking?
Correct. That is how we will give the goal. So basically, see, this is in live training, we are going to explain that. I mean, right now, okay, in real time, how we are going to do that? We are going to tell that playbook that hey, you are telecom bot or whatever it is, and then we'll give some instructions. So that way, we are limiting that boundary in the sense it is not going to uh, use that vast data. It is going to limit its data and then it is going to generate. But mostly in typical cases, you will be you will say use this data. It could be a PDF file or anything like Excel or maybe some website, whatever it is. You will give that data, you will define that goal, and then you will define instructions, and then it will provide the appropriate answer. I mean, that we are going to teach in the live session. So right now, we just told you to get some idea about it.
Yeah. We have that provision, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then I got the answer. Thank you.
And one more thing, guys. I mean, sorry, one second. Just want to. Any other questions, guys, or is it clear? Hello.
Srini, you're audible, no problem.
Okay. Guys, in this in this curriculum, I just want to show you a quick. I'll go through what all topics we are going to cover. Guys, I mean, feel free to ask if you got any questions. Otherwise, we'll just show you what all topics we are going to cover, and then we'll wind up this session. I mean, we this demo, the main motto is to you'll get some idea of what is this about, and then you will understand our how are we explaining the each topic, and then you get some idea about it. I mean, that's the main motto about this demo. And by the way, we have already trained 90 plus students. So I'll just show you our website. I mean, not website, our YouTube channel. You go there, and then already the batch 1 and 2, they have provided the feedback. Explore that. I mean, since most of you are coming, for the first time, go through that. I mean, already the feedback has been given by all these people who already got trained. Okay, so our YouTube channel is one moment. I'll just show my screen. Just a moment, guys. Yeah, guys, this is our YouTube, which is AI Contact Center and Chatbot Academy. This is our YouTube channel, and so we have already posted one video. I mean, you can explore that. That this is one of the live, live session, one of the lab. This course is more of 70% lab and 30% demo. And this is the feedback what we received from the batch 1 and batch 2. Okay, so far we have trained 3 batches, and this would be the 4th batch. So what are we going to cover in this? Okay, I mean, this so see, when we are talking about Google, conversational agents, formerly called as Dialogflow CX, first we are going to cover about Google Cloud platform core topics, like, because you should have a awareness about Google Cloud, that projects, and then Google Cloud data store, I mean, database, and then storage, and then Google Cloud services, because we are going to use some services, all that APIs. So we are going to explore about Google Cloud platform first, the core topics, and then we'll come to again the bot architecture, and then we'll see uh, again, how a bot understands, you know, a text. If you say I want to book a flight, right? How a bot actually, bot in the sense a computer, let's say, how a computer understands, will understand in detailed. Okay, that is using tokenization, all that we are going to explain in detail, and then we'll go over overview of conversational agent, which is formally called Dialogflow CX, and then we'll go through intent, entities, parameters, and then Google Cloud BigQuery Lab, and then Google Cloud Storage Lab, and then Virtual Agent Lab logging, and then we'll explore pre-built and then custom virtual agents, and then we have something called phone gateway. Phone gateway is nothing but, let's say you have a bot and you want to have a phone number to it. So how are we going to achieve that? Okay, and then we have advanced NLU model. What is this advanced NLU model and how it is helping to build, to understand human, human, and then the Gen AI concepts, which I mentioned before, playbooks, data stores, and then generators and generative fallback, which are new topics which we introduced in this batch 4, which were not introduced in batch 1 and 2. And then flows, pages, routes, route group, transition labs, event handlers, routing types, order of sequence, default flow, multiple flows, and default flow, custom page, fulfillment, custom payload. And then we are going to talk about webhooks, in the sense we are going to cover Python basics and then Node.js basics. So let's say your bot want to fetch some data from the third party, like credit card details, all that from the database, whatever it is. So we are going to show how to get it done. I mean, how using webhooks, how are we going to fetch the data from the third party? So you can do it either using Node.js or Python. We are going to show that. And also, even if you're coming from the non-programmer background, we have kept this in mind. We have first we are going to teach some basics about Python and Node.js. Then we are going to build that code, and then we'll make you do that. Okay, it's not that we are going to do that. We'll make you do that, and then we'll see Google Cloud Run Lab, Dynamic Fulfillment Lab, and then as I said, Node.js and Python programming, and then troubleshooting and best practices. All these will be covered in this course, and it might go up to 36 to 40 hours. As I said, it is more of uh, more of a practical. And then, guys, I mean, so like as I said, we have already developed all these bots here. So you will be doing that, all these bots. So yeah, that's all about it.
So what
As in,
what you're gonna explain on BigQuery Lab? What
sorry,
exactly you're gonna what
in
you're
big,
gonna explain on BigQuery Lab? Yeah.
okay. So, okay. 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 In BigQuery is basically, okay, let's say you want to export, you want to export conversations into BigQuery in a certain format. Okay. How are we going to do that? So those things we are going to explain in BigQuery Labs.
Hey, SK, I'll add one point here. Uh, yeah, the one who asked for what we are going to explain in BigQuery. Generally, in any project, for example, if you want to we develop a one bot project for client, and he wants to know how the bot is performing. In that case, definitely we need a report. In that case, we have a direct integration. Dialogflow has the direct integration with the BigQuery, and if you are able to configure those things, it will sends the logs to the BigQuery conversation logs. That's how we could evaluate the bot, how it is performing, and we can derive the different metrics from those logs. Even business metrics also we can derive using the Looker dashboards, kind of business analytics we could do. Yeah, that is the kind of no. We are going to explain how we need to configure if you want to send those logs to the BigQuery. That is what we are going to cover in this session.
Yeah, understood. Understood. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Topics that you will cover in this training, is it sufficient to target a job or any additional trainings are required?
Definitely. Whatever the topics we mentioned here, it's going to cover three roles. One is you could apply for the conversational designer because you already know the capabilities of the platform, and that's how. I mean, we'll share you how the at the end of the session we'll have a kind of end-to-end sessions as a extended session. There we'll give you the how the developer will get the design document, and here you're learning the developer side content, right? It is easy to act as a designer. Okay, that is the one role you're going to cover as a conversational designer, and this completely applies to the conversational developer. Okay, and once you are good at the programming, you could quote it as a conversation chatbot integration developer. Okay, you're going to integrate a chatbot with the other third party systems. Like for example, if you're building a chatbot for bank, you need to configure flows on the Dialogflow CX, and if you want to consume any APIs of the bank system, you need to integrate with the with the help of the webhooks. Okay, there definitely you need some extent of the programming knowledge towards the API integrations. That's where if you already aware of the programming, you could quote it as a bot integration developer. Okay, these three roles you could now apply into the market.
Thanks.
For how many
And
days weekly you are gonna provide training?
so this training, we are targeting every Thursday, from Thursday to Saturday, morning 8:30 to 10:30. See, basically, there are so many topics are there. It might go where, first two batches, it took about 44 hours to 40 hours. But now again, some more topics have added. Now it is the playbooks, generative fallback. So we are targeting 36 to 40 hours. So it'll be every Thursday to Saturday. So 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. India timing. Okay, and it will be for it will last for 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay, and what is the amount of this training?
It is 12,000. And also we will help you to set up your Google free trial account, and then you get credit of approximately 25,000, I guess, and that is sufficient to complete all these labs. If in case that is not sufficient, again you can create one more free trial account, and with the help of that you should be able to complete all of this. So one thing we would like to say, once you are done with this training, I mean, we will not say that as soon as you are done with the training you will be landing up on a 40 lakh job, 50 lakh job. Okay, the what we are trying to say is very simple. So even I am also a Cisco and Genesis Cloud engineer before, but now if you see, most of the customers, they are exploring AI capabilities, and they were mainly they want to add AI capabilities to the CCaaS platform. So now going forward, if you are appearing for any interviews, you have to know realities. You have to know one CCaaS platform. It could be anything, even Google CCaaS platform or Genesis Cloud, anything. Along with that, you need to know minimum two bot platforms. I mean, right now the leading Google is one of the leading. Okay, so and then moreover, since as I have explained why you should use Google. So the customers have, I mean, we are just telling out of our experience. The customers are choosing Google because of the prominent leader, and then their NLU capabilities and LLM, and then the features they have. They're they have invested so much, and they keep on investing so much in this, conversational AI. They are investing so much. So it is going to be, even there are, if you, even we are not experts at everything right now. There are things are changing very rapidly. So we have to catch up right now. The people who are behind the technology, then it's difficult to get high paying jobs, or survive in the industry. So you have to catch up with the current trend. So it's good to learn, and then but again, I would say, if in case you are going for a live training session, make sure you practice all the labs, and then don't let this video sit in your laptop. That way, it will not help. So we always suggest everybody, if you have time, just make sure you attend the training and complete those labs. It will help you to get a good grip. And then even if you're a non-programmer, so as I said, we are going to teach the basic Python and then Node.js. So you should be able to understand what that code is doing. Okay.
You're providing recording as well after this training?
Yeah. So we are targeting to provide recording for about 4 to 6 months. But beyond 6 months, if in case you need whichever topic you are looking for, we'll provide that. I mean, accordingly, either we'll ask you to join that particular batch, or else we'll give you that respective recording, because managing these recordings, it's a costly affair, and also security concern as well. And then moreover, if somebody is not going through these videos for more than 4 months, it's, trust me, it will be sitting in our laptop forever. It will not do anything. So we seriously encourage, if you're paying money, make use of it. That's all. If you're paying if you're paying money, if some, maybe we understand some sessions you may not be able to understand, but try to do those labs, and then we are always there. As soon as you are paying that fee, you will be part of that group, and you can pretty well ask any question, and then if you're stuck, we are there to help. But so far, I don't think our batch 1 and 2, even 3, once they're done with the labs, they don't have any question, because we keep layman in mind, and then we explain things in that way.
Will you also cover some, the industry projects as part of this training, or will you, I mean, only cover the concepts?
You will be doing those labs, those are more of real-time labs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while explaining the concepts, we'll give you the different kind of use cases we get in real time projects. That's how we will get the real time exposure as well. How to, because every element you are building while building a chatbot, right? Will while building the element, we're going to give you the multiple use cases based on the usage. Okay, and that's how you get a more real time exposure.
Okay. Thanks.
We are going to share whatever use cases we have, real-time use cases, whatever we have delivered to the customer, we will share that in the last day of session. I mean, even for batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, we have done the same. See, once you understand the whole platform, you know everything. I don't think even any training, if you take Genesis Cloud training or any training, like once you know in and out of everything, then whatever use case they provide, you should be able to develop that. So, I mean, that's what the feedback we heard from batch 1 and 2. I mean, again, you can explore our YouTube channel and see the feedback from them. Any other questions, guys, or should we wrap it up? I mean, hello?
Yeah, everyone is silent, I think.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks everybody for joining this session. And most likely, we might start this training either next coming Saturday, or else maybe on yeah, we are targeting either on 21st or 22nd or 26th. Uh, okay. Whoever is interested, you can yeah, you can respond. You can drop a message to us. Thanks everybody. Have a great night. And
Hello.
sorry.
Yeah. So we need to drop message on the same chat group.
No, basically we will be sending an email as well as a phone number to contact. You can pretty well contact there. Okay.
Okay. And can you please repeat with the timings and the session hours? What how much yes hours will be, because I joined late, so I didn't.
Okay. So it is uh, Thursday, Thursday to Saturday, every Thursday to Saturday.
Mhm.
Mostly we are planning to start from 26th, mostly Thursday to Saturday, morning 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. India time. Okay. And the
Okay.
training, total training hours, uh, we are hoping to complete in 36 to 40 hours, but let's see.
Mm-hmm.
For the first 3 batches, we initially thought it is only 24 hours, but it ended up at 40 hours. So yeah, now we got some idea, after going through batch 1, 2, and 3. So I believe it's gonna take about 36 to 40 hours. So it's
So
more likely.
how many alumni was there for batch one and correspondingly with batch two?
Sorry.
Yeah, how much people were there in the batch one and batch two?
So batch 1 is around 40, and then batch 2 is about 20, and then batch 3 it's more of a private batch. I mean, there
Okay.
are around 8 people. So yeah, you
Yeah.
can also you can go to our YouTube channel, and this
Okay.
is the feedback which we received from the batch 1 and batch 2. You can go through that, and also there is a live training. I mean, one of our live training we have recorded and then posted here. You can go through that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just refer to all this, and yeah, we'll drop our email and then phone number, and then you can respond back. Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks everybody. Have a good night, and then for people from other, we will have a great day.
Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.